Welcome back, friends. This week we have been reading stories about sharing. And my story today, and I'm Miss Becky, by the way. My story today is Buzzle Billy, a book about sharing by Micael P. Waite and illustrated by Jill Colbert Truesdale, and it's published by Chariot Books. Buzzle Billy was a Buzzle. Buzzles had a land of puzzles. You'll have to look at each picture and see how there are puzzle pieces put in. All the houses, schools, and stores had puzzle walls and puzzle floors. Buzzles made them all that way, because best of all, they liked to play. And Buzzles knew that playing fair meant that they must learn to share. So Buzzle Billy learned one day how sharing was a part of play. He played with other girls and boys. He shared his paints and books and toys. What fun he had with all his friends. He thought that it would never end. They rode buzz carts. They played buzz darts. They went on hikes. They rode their bikes. And on and on and on they played till something happened one sad day. Buzzle Billy saw a boy playing with his favorite toy. "That's mine," he shouted. "Give me that." He pushed the boy and took it back. Something awful happened next, something you would not expect. A hand popped out of Billy's side. "Look," the other Buzzles cried. But Billy did not understand. He had a case of gimme hands. When Buzzles turned to selfishness, it got them in an awful mess. Each time they reached for something new, pop, a brand new hand just grew. This is strange, young Billy thought, but still it didn't make him stop. Another hand would be a help, so Billy grabbed for something else. And when he did, a fourth hand grew. Now that was something very new. The more he grabbed, the more hands grew. He now had 10 instead of 2. He grabbed and nabbed up all the toys. He took them all and laughed with joy. Then all the children ran away. Without their toys, they could not play. Those gimme hands made them afraid. See what trouble Billy made? Now Buzzle Billy laughed with glee. "All these toys belong to me. They're mine. I will not share. Mine, mine, mine. I won't play fair." Now that all his friends were gone, Buzzle Billy sat alone. He sat and played all by himself, all alone, with no one else. And soon he thought, "This is no fun. I need a friend. I'll go find one. I'll make a friend, but I won't share. I'll keep my toys, and they'll keep theirs." Is it gonna work? He saw some Buzzles playing ball. "Hello, may I play too?" he called. They turned and looked and saw those hands, all those hands, those gimme hands. And then they turned around and ran. "He's got gimme hands," they cried. "He'll take our toys. Let's run and hide." Soon all the Buzzle kids were gone, and Buzzle Billy stood alone. "This is no fun at all," he moaned. "It's no fun to play alone. But I won't share. I will not. I won't give up the toys I've got." But everywhere he looked for friends, Buzzles shouted, "Gimme hands!" They shouted, then they ran away. So Billy had no place to play. Biking Buzzles rode away. Go-kart Buzzles drove away. Boating Buzzles rowed away. Those Buzzles simply would not stay. When Billy came, the others ran. They ran off shouting, "Gimme hands." And on it went for days and days. All alone, poor Billy played. How he missed his Buzzle friends. Why did all those good times end? Then as he sat alone and cried, a Buzzle girl came from behind. She saw poor Billy all alone and asked him, Is there something wrong? Yes, said Billy, something's wrong. All my Buzzle friends are gone. Everyone has run away and there is no one left to play. I have gimme hands, you see, so everyone's afraid of me. What an awful thing I've done. I didn't know what I'd begun. He bawled and sobbed and looked so sad. The Buzzle girl felt very bad. I will play with you, said she, but only if you'll share with me. I sure do like your teddy bear. That's a toy that you could share. Buzzle Billy looked surprised. He wiped the tears out of his eyes. You'll be my friend? Will you really? Then I will share, cried Buzzle Billy. He handed her the teddy bear with button eyes and fluffy hair. And can you guess what happened then? Guess what happened to that hand? One gimme hand just disappeared, and Buzzle Billy jumped and cheered. For now he knew why they were there, all because he did not share. So then he shouted very loud. He shouted till he had a crowd. Come here, Buzzle girls and boys, who would like to share my toys? The more he shared, the more they cheered. His gimme hands all disappeared. The Buzzle children laughed and played, and many, many friends were made. For boys and girls who like to share will find a friend most anywhere. And from the Bible we have this verse, and do not forget to do good and to share with others, for with such sacrifices God is pleased. That's from Hebrews. How important it is to share, and how God loves it when we share. And in that verse it says it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice that you saw that Billy had to make when you share. You choose to give what is yours to someone else to see the joy on their face, and they share with you, and the same happens. Well, we sure have had a good time this summer reading stories, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well. We love you, and God loves you. See you later.